It's amazing.
Yeah.
Now, what everybody might not know is that Joey was also the voice of the Hare, correct?
That's true. That's
okay,
true.
now, who was the voice of the Tortoise at the same time?
That was my cohort, sound cohort, Bob Marshall.
Now, if we were going to get Bob to come in here, we'd say, Bob!
Yeah, but this is the deal. See, now, I'm the kind of like high energy guy, and so like I don't know if you already noticed that or not, but you know, like I sort of was actually the Hare in that I got a lot of stuff done. Okay, let's put it that way.
Bob
okay,
was a little slower,
real
perhaps?
fast, but hey, Bob, he's a different kind of dude, and that's why we have remained friends over the years. I can tell you that we feed off each other, and you know, for whatever I do on the high end, he's got covered on the low end, and together we make a good pair.
That's great.
So
now, I think we need to get Bob in here now. Bob, can you come in?
Hey, Bob, come on in.
Okay, we're going to have a first here. We're going to have the reunion of the Tortoise and the Hare.
It's true. It's true. You know.
Okay, Bob's going to be with us in just a second. Step on in, Bob.
All right. Okay. Here, I've got my buddy Bob, who actually we've remained friends throughout all the years. Now, you know, we feed off each other. You know, I'm the high-strung guy, and he's the slow guy. But believe me, we work well together. We always get the job done, and we get it done right on time. That's the way it works.
But what do you have to say about that, Bob? Who actually wins the race?
I think he said it all. I can't really add anything to that.
You see, what did I tell you?
You've lived up to expectations.
You know, I was over here having this really technical discussion with Matt about audio and how we tried to get that stuff to play back through a Mac speaker.
So what was really the biggest challenge you guys ran into back in the day, and how did your solution for it, or how did your solution maybe differ from Joey's solution?
The biggest, well, we were up against, there wasn't a lot of room for sound back then. Graphics always took the front seat and sound always took the back. You know what I mean? Like, there was no room for sound.
Such is the life of the musician, right?
Right. It's always the afterthought.
But I always remain hopeful.
Yeah.
That's right.
But now,
are they in character here?
Now we have all this horsepower, and you know, so we're hoping the audio front's looking a little brighter on the new.
And what are you doing these days?
I'm still doing audio, actually. Yeah.
You're still doing it the slow way.
The slow way.
Right.
2-inch tape or what?
No.
Every now and then.
File by file.
Yeah,
that's
file
right.
by file.
Now, for anybody who's out there who's been maybe watching this online, anybody you'd like to do a little shout out to?
I pity them. If they've been watching this, I have nothing but pity for them.
Entertainment is in the eye of the viewer.
Come on.
I think you know, a lot of credit goes to the team in general. There's a lot of people that made these products, and certainly in the audio end of things, we had extremely talented people. I'm not just talking about this guy, but there were a lot of people that made the audio in those products what it is.
There's some amazing musical chops in these apps too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, we had a lot of fun. I think that, you know, one thing I can say about the audio group was that, you know, we worked as a group. It was a very small group, and again, I think that Mark will even attest to this, that, you know, I became a voice for Mark, and we could work together, and he could tell me what he wanted, and I could somehow realize, you know, his vision. And I think that as a small group in that low overhead, you know, sweatshop we worked on in Paul Drive, I think that we gained a lot in creativity there, and I think that it's showing now. And I think, you know, many years later, we see this stuff coming back on a new platform, and hey, the stuff looks really amazing. It actually looks cutting edge, even though it's really older technology. It shows that, you know, I think we had a creative spark back then, and I think it deserves some attention, frankly.
Yeah, good story sells, good music sells, it's great stuff. I have been honored to be here with both the Tortoise and the Hare. Gentlemen, thank you so much. It's a real pleasure.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. More to come.